Yo,
Yeah, how you doing?
what's going on? What's going on? I'd like you to say what's up to my boy. We in the studio, but my man Kenny from Ashet. Say what's
Oh,
up, Kenny. Hey, how
hey,
you
Kenny.
doing?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, good to see
People
you
really,
again.
yeah, people enjoy the interview, and looking forward to the new stuff that you guys are gonna bring out.
Oh yeah, we're working on a low key project too right now. Can't really
Okay.
can't really talk about it. Well, I can, but he can. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, since we had our interview in September, a lot has happened. It's just
Yeah, I'm
been
sorry to hear
flowing
about
up.
your pops, man.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, just came back from burying him, so there's a just yeah. COVID has really took
Yeah.
its toll on a lot of us and stuff. But what about yourself? Because I know that last time we spoke, you were
Okay.
supposed to be dropping Black Disney. It's been 10 months since we had the interview and still snippets, but no album. What's going on?
The album's coming, man. It's you got to deal with a lot of samples that won't clear. That
O-
records are a must. That got to be on the album. You
Okay.
know, dealing with the preparation. I'm not just gonna just drop an album and then just drop it because nowadays once you drop, you drop.
Yeah.
Once you press that button, it's over. So we making sure everything marketing is in place. We're making sure videos in place and a promotional tour is in place. Like to
Okay.
go and do it. Now that the world's open, it's more go time than ever for us.
I mean,
But
I
we're gonna make
actually
up. We're gonna make up for a lot. The first drop, we're gonna make up for a lot. Trust me.
are you actually looking to go back on the road and stuff? Because I mean, you've been out. When you've been
Man,
relaxed and in the studio. I mean, that seems like a lot of work, doesn't it?
man, I'm growing my hair for this video. I'm growing the hair for the video. I'm just like, just it's gonna be crazy. The road is easy. The road is easy. The tour bus is being packed as we talk right now. The road is easy. The album, it's crazy because now we get to pick and choose a lot more of the stuff and letting the world hear the snippets is giving us a better insight of a direction, a more of
Okay.
a base direction of where we need to go. And it's been great, you know.
Okay. I mean, the ones that I think some of the samples that you had. You had the to the wheels fall off with the sort of Michael track.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
had Talk to Me that had the Jodeci stuff. You had the Lock and Key. I mean, some of those types of 90s R&B vibes with the rap. It's very nostalgic. So it's almost like, yeah, I remember the track plus the rap over it. And I don't know. I mean, then you had the sort of the harder stuff where people were thinking, oh, it's like Killer Mike and stuff like that. So I don't know if you're thinking about, are you going to try and go in a direction that appeals to more of the R&B stuff, or you want to really hit the hip hop fans?
I'm making an album for me. I'm making an
Okay.
album for me. Like, I'm A&R my album. I'm in charge of it. I'm in charge of everything that makes sense, that make it make sense, keeping the Uptown the way Uptown, because every time I always think of Andre in the back of me, you know.
Mm,
So I always think of him like, yo, money, that's retarded or that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and me and Jimmy Jenkins are constantly on the phone, constantly meeting each other in different parts of the world. So, you know, we just making it make sense. That's all.
okay. Are you going to go independent now? I mean, because I know that time you were thinking whether you want to do
You
major or
know,
go.
it's crazy because since then it's a lot that's happened. A lot that's happened. A lot of people approached, and I'm trying to think like, do I want to check and let them do everything, or do I want to just ground zero it and and
Yeah,
and and just do it by self? But that's being in consideration too, and it really depends on what the sample houses come back and say, because
okay.
sample houses be hitting you for like 20,000 joint. It could be
Wow.
20,000. It could be 15 for one song. So what I'm saying. If it comes to a situation like that, then I may have to go major and let
Yeah,
them pick up the tab, or I could do it. And certain records you don't want to leave off your album either.
yeah. Okay.
So you know that's all in conversation though.
I mean, what's the aim of the album? Because I guess when you've accomplished what you have, you know, you've already had hit records and stuff. You know, you're not doing it for the money. So what is the aim of it? Because that then makes a difference if you want to go major, so that it gets pushed out to more people, even though the ownership and all that stuff might be different. Or is it a case where, because you're not, as I say, if you're not doing it for the money, what's the purpose for the album?
Well, I think every artist in their heart does it because it's what they love to do. That's why if you look at like Jay-Z when he retired, he came back out of retirement.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's like when you get a tattoo, you love it, you want another one. It's what you do. You get what I'm saying? And when you really love, you could tell the artists that really just love what they do. And making music is something that I've done all my life. I've had one job, damn near, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I never worked as an adult. You get what I'm saying? Ever. So I know nothing else. The thing of it is that I do it first of all because I love the fans. I love the people, and I love to make people move. I love to walk on the stage. That's the thing that I do. You know, to make people enjoy your music is to make a record is easy.
Yeah.
To make people love what you do is something else. And when I make the hood records for the fellas, that's just an appreciation. Well, I ain't forget y'all either. I didn't forget y'all. You get what I'm saying? Because before Father MC, there was Father MC, but on another level. And people around the world know me that I grew up with on that level.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I grew up, and I'm not saying that I'm going back to that, but I'm saying that, I can reminisce and talk about the stuff we used to do when we was young. You know what I mean? And it makes sense, and it's fun. It's fun to recapture. It's like when you rethink, it's like a writer writing a movie. It's like when you rethink it and you like, damn, I remember that. So let me put that in. It's like they're picking up the speed back on the Uptown movie right now. So that's in the works again because of COVID shut down a lot of major things that was going on with a lot of major things. And I was trying to speedball for the movie release.
Okay.
But now that they're picking back up and being that we're on schedule again, I'm just making sure it makes sense.
Yeah. One of the things I've noticed also, because you introduced Kenny from As Yet, and there's a track that you sort of sampled, gave a snippet just at the beginning of the year or so, but I've noticed that you're doing a lot more production on your stuff. Are you moving into the direction of being a producer again? Because I think many people might be surprised to remember that you actually produce stuff with Ray Parker Jr. and stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting back. Like majority of my album, I produce. I produced a song for As Yet. I'm working on Kenny's stuff as we speak, and a lot of people, Bree, we're working like I got her and Ken doing a duet, working on a lot of stuff. A lot of artists that really want it, like sincere about it. Like I'm in the studio as we speak right now. It's just the work, man, the work ethic, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's happened over the past year? Because a year ago, I mean, we didn't see on social media, so we didn't know what you were doing. But it's almost as if as soon as you got on, it's almost as if we're just seeing you constantly working and bringing out music. I mean, what did you take a break and just thought, last year, COVID, let me stop bringing out music, or what was the shift?
What made me start giving the world music? You mean?
Because as I said, prior to
it's like, okay, people are home, they're listening. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, let me have fun with it. I got studios, I produce myself, so let me have fun with it and do what I do to make it make sense. And then start really talking to a lot of people and people was like, yo, are you gonna do the album? Are you gonna get serious with it, with your album? Because I was just having a ball with it, to be honest. But it became more like, let me do this. What I got to lose? Nothing.
But is it as you're releasing your own snippets? How is the opportunity to produce others? How's that coming? Are people just seeing what you're doing and reaching out to you, or what?
Yeah, a lot of people are reaching out, DMing me. reaching out, and seeing what's going on and making sure that, long as we make sure the business is straight, let's rock and roll, you know?
Is it F Media that you or for Rock Media? What's the your label that you've put out?
Huh?
Your label, is it F Media or for Rock?
F Media Corp is my company.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that though, are you signing, because I know that you've mentioned Bree, but are you signing artists to that label, or what's the plan for F Media?
F Media Corp is a marketing company. We're a marketing company where we just gonna have our artists and we're gonna market them. I don't want to be a record label. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I want to put the dough behind the artists and market them. So at the end of the day, like, here, we get you the deal, but we're gonna market you. We're gonna put up the dough to market you.
Okay. What's the difference though between, I know that the traditional labels and it's all different because you're not taking records to.
If I put out a record, like, it's certain ways you can get the middleman out of the picture too. It's certain ways you can just do it cold-heartedly, do it yourself, and just say, here's my Cash App or my Zelle, and you go Zelle the record. Like, if the record, let's just say if the record's $15, you say Zelle me $15, and it comes directly out, and you're getting the album. You cut the middleman out.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? F Media comes and does all of your marketing. So we're a marketing company that's going to market your stuff and try to go get endorsements for you. Try to, do stuff like that. Because going to record companies and asking them, yo, here my artists, and you got to depend on one person to say, yeah, let me take it to the big guy. The big guy, their ears could be off that day. And I've seen it happen so many times where people take records, even to us, to Uptown, where we've gotten records and we passed on them. And other records, they went to other labels and had hit records. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's certain people, ears aren't there. And I'm an old school cat. I love my old school. I love making records. I love making to put the work in. I love the Ampex reels. I love the reel to reels, the thickness of it. I love to go to a club and see people dance and having a good time.
Yeah, but so I think with that though, I mean, is it so your plan is Bree records the album and then you start to market it? Are we expecting her to do just R&B? Is she going to rap in it, or what's the plan with her?
Well, Bree's gonna do R&B. We may have some fun with her rapping on a song or two, but we're not focused on Bree's rapping. We're focusing on her singing. Bringing real R&B back. You know what I'm saying? With R&B tracks and R&B melodies and harmonies and stuff like that. Ad libs, singing the record. Not, just want to hear the singing again. I'm cool with what's going on now, but I just want to hear singing.
Yeah.
I want to hear that R&B make love music.
A lot of people have been saying that, and maybe her is probably the only, is coming up with stuff. Jam and Lewis are trying to bring back R&B and stuff. And I think the more we hear of it, the more we can appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.